Her world was a quiet, suffocating darkness. It had always been this way. Hands were her eyes, and they told her of the things around her. Her mother's hands were soft and worried. Her father's were large and firm. They tried to communicate, to soothe her frustrations, but she often felt trapped inside herself. A wild thing, with 1,000 things to say but no voice to say them with. Then, one day, another pair of hands entered her life. They were different. They weren't just for touching or holding. These hands were lively, moving with a purpose she couldn't understand at first. They pressed something into her palm, a small doll. Then, they began to trace a shape in her other hand. First one finger, then another, a series of quick, deliberate taps. It was a strange dance, a series of pokes and prods that seemed to mean nothing. But the woman, the new teacher, didn't give up. Her hands were patient, tireless. The taps and presses continued, over and over, until one day, it happened. The hands traced the same shapes in her palm, and a jolt of recognition ran through her. She was tracing the word D-O-L-L. The connection was made. The shapes in her palm corresponded to the doll in her hand. A small crack appeared in her dark world. From that moment on, everything changed. The teacher's hands were everywhere, a constant presence. They traced words on her hand for everything. The warm sun on her face, S-U-N. The cool water from the pump, W-A-T-E-R. The rough bark of a tree, T-R-E-E. The frustration didn't vanish entirely, but the hope that came with each new word was a light. The teacher wasn't just touching her. She was teaching her to see with her mind. She was building a bridge out of the darkness, one letter at a time. The world was no longer just textures and smells. It was a place with names, with meaning, with a silent language that was finally, wonderfully hers. This story illustrates the profound impact of patience and connection in teaching and learning. The teacher's persistence in reaching Helen Keller highlights that true education is not just about imparting information, but about finding a way to connect with a person on their own terms. It shows that a breakthrough often comes from dedicated, repetitive effort and a deep belief in a person's potential, even when they seem unreachable. The lesson is that the right mentor can transform a person's entire world by unlocking their ability to communicate and understand.